you're living right now is the exact reflection of who you think you are. Let that sink in. Your bank account, your body, your business, your relationships, the level you're operating at in every single area of your life, it's just a mirror. And it's not showing you your potential, it's showing you your identity. That's why the goals don't stick. That's why the motivation wears off by Wednesday. That's why you can buy every book, buy every course, and follow every guru on the internet, and somehow end the year exactly where you started. Because you didn't change who you are. You just tried to act differently for a little while. Now, here's the hard truth I had to learn the hard way. And I've had to coach a lot of people through this exact same wall. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your identity every single time. Set a goal bigger than who you believe you are, you'll somehow self-sabotage your way right back down to where you started, every time. And it won't even look like sabotage, it'll look like life. It'll look like the timing wasn't right, or I was gonna do this, but then it'll look like you finding 100 reasonable excuses for why the thing you said you wanted isn't happening. But see, it's not the timing, it's not the market, it's not your kids or your schedule or your spouse. What it is, it's you. It's the story you've been telling yourself about you for the last 20 years. And until that story changes, nothing on the outside is going to change for very long. Let me tell you what an identity shift actually is, because people throw this phrase around now like it's some new trend, and they're really watering it down. An identity shift is not saying affirmations in the mirror. It's not posting a new bio on Instagram. It's not buying a new outfit and calling yourself a CEO. An identity shift is when the version of you that you're chasing finally becomes the version you don't question anymore. It's when you stop saying, I'm trying to become, and you start moving like you already are. It's the moment you stop asking if you're good enough, because you already decided. That's it. That's the shift. It's a decision, and then it's 1,000 small actions that back that decision up until your nervous system finally catches up and accepts it. Now, here's where most people get stuck. And I want you to pay attention to this part. You can't think your way into a new identity. You have to act your way into it. You want to know how that new version of you gets built? It's not by visualizing it, not by journaling it, not by waiting to feel ready. You build it by doing the things that person would do, especially when you don't feel like it. Especially when it's inconvenient or when the old you is screaming at you to stay comfortable. Because here's what no one tells you. Your current identity is protecting itself. It wants you to stay who you are. It'll convince you that you're tired, that it can wait till Monday, that you deserve a break, that now isn't the time. That voice, that's not your instinct. That's your identity fighting to survive. And every time you listen to it, you vote for the old you. Every time you ignore it and do the thing anyways, you vote for a new one. Let me give you something real. Something you can actually do with this video instead of just nodding along and going back to scrolling. 3 steps. Step 1, write down who you are right now. The honest version, not the one on your feed, the real one. What does that person eat? What time does that person wake up? What does that person tolerate? What does that person say yes to that they shouldn't? Get it on paper and don't flinch. Step 2, write down who you have to become to live the life you keep talking about. Not what they have, who they are, how they carry themselves, what they refuse to accept, what their standards look like on a random Tuesday when no one's watching. And step 3, for the next 30 days, one question runs your life. Before every decision, every meal, every reaction, every how you spend your time moment, ask yourself, is this what that person would do? That's it. If the answer is no, you don't do it. Even if you want to, especially if you want to, because every time you choose against the old version, you're not just making a decision, you're casting a vote for who you're becoming. You think discipline is about willpower, it's not. Discipline is what happens when your identity and your actions are finally in alignment. The disciplined guy isn't fighting himself to get up at 5. He's just doing what he does. The disciplined woman isn't white-knuckling her way through a workout. She just trained herself to be that kind of person who doesn't skip. That's what you're building, not motivation. Motivation is just a cheap high. You're building identity, and identity is forever. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is harder than setting a goal. It's a lot harder because goals are external. You can chase them, post about them, put them on a vision board. Identity is internal. Nobody gives you credit for it. Nobody applauds when you say no to the drink, skip the scroll, make the hard call, or sit with the discomfort of becoming someone new. But 1 year from now, the version of you that did this work, that version is living a life that the current you can barely picture. And the version that didn't, still setting the same goals, still quitting in February, still wondering why nothing's moving. Stop trying to outperform who you think you are. You can't. No one can. Outgrow who you think you are. That's the only game that actually pays. Close the gap between who you are and who you need to be. Everything else, the money, the body, the business, the peace, that all catches up. It has to. That's just how it works. The decision is yours, starting right now, not Monday, not next quarter, right now. If this hit you in the chest and you want to be around people who are actually doing this work instead of watching videos about it, come join us inside the Frame Breakers Inner Circle. The link is in the description. That's where we go deep on this every week. And if you're ready to do this with me directly, book a coaching call. The link's in the bio as well. Now, go become the person you've been waiting on. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.